The Gateway.
What are you, Damien Darkblood's girlfriend?
I've had stranger bedfellows.
The Gateway.
Viltrumite blood is not on your menu, Nitara.
I won't leave until I feed.
The Gateway.
Your people condemn mine to death.
Decimation is good for the gene pool.
The Gateway.
As pigs are to humans, humans are to Vaeternians.
All of you are far, far beneath Viltrumites.
The Hourglass.
Rain assists me! Why won't you?
It won't aid my cause, Havoc.
The Hourglass.
It's a shame we can't come to terms.
Is it? I intend to enjoy this fight.
The Hourglass.
Your coven should be overthrown!
No Vaeternian would ever turn against it.
The Hourglass.
My attack on Cyto's capital killed thousands!
What a tremendous waste of food.
The Hourglass.
There's a surviving soul stealer.
Where is it, Nitara?
The Hourglass.
Until we met, I'd never heard of Cyto.
Because all in the realm shun outsiders.
The Hourglass.
You would give Vaeternus Sidans to breed?
It's a fitting punishment for my oppressors.
The Hourglass.
Quan Chi has a new offer for us.
I don't trust him to deliver.
Sundo.
History will judge the Coven harshly.
Only if you're the one writing it.
Sundo.
Your people can't escape their choices.
Our fate isn't sealed, Geras.
Sundo.
There are other ways to feed Vaeternus.
None of them will sustain our immortality.
Sundo.
Abandon vampirism, and Vaeternus can be saved.
We will never change what we are.
Sundo.
What's your problem with the Coven?
That its elders doom Vaeternus to self-destruction.
Sundo.
There must be a timeline where Vaeternians rule.
And yet, it will never be this one.
Sundo.
Liu Kang must help. He made us.
Vampirism was not part of his design.
Sundo.
Vaeternus won't be denied.
Why should this timeline be different than any other?
Treasure Chamber.
Is your Vaeternus barren too? We did not overfeed.
Treasure Chamber.
You won't welcome us in your realm? We already have enough mouths to feed.
Treasure Chamber.
My Coven wants to question you. Its desire will go unfulfilled.
Treasure Chamber.
Together we can bleed the realms, and neither Vaeternus will go hungry.
Treasure Chamber.
Are you champion of your Vaeternus? I am its Coven's arch-elder.
Treasure Chamber.
Are we of the same blood? Mine is superior.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
My father died in the Battle of Chestnut Fields.
Well, no wonder you despise us, Baraka.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Outworlders hate your kind even more than they hate mine.
Which is why we should be allies.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
I will kill you for aiding Shang Tsung.
You'll die before having vengeance, Baraka.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Vaeternians feel no guilt for the suffering they cause.
We only do what we need to survive.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Is your illness bloodborne?
I dare you to find out.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Vaeternians have no appetite for Tarkatans.
Finally, a benefit to my disease.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Help me kidnap Outworlders to breed.
and damn them to a fate worse than mine.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Why defend a realm that shuns you?
Once an Outworld soldier, always an Outworld soldier.
Living forest.
Scurry back to the shadows, Nitara.
You won't be the one to banish me.
Living forest.
Your kind belong in the Netherrealm.
Shall we go to hell together?
Living forest.
Destroying Vaeternus will assure my ascension.
Committing genocide will expiate your sins?
Living forest.
You know of my Chris.
There's no Vaeternian who doesn't.
Living forest.
I'll steal Datusha and kill you with it.
You are welcome to try.
Living forest.
How are you less evil than me, Ashra?
Because my soul now basks in the light.
Living forest.
Vaeternus hasn't wronged you.
That doesn't make its actions any less evil.
Living forest.
You will scream, demon.
With joy when I take your life.
The fire temple.
Shouldn't you be allergic to sunlight?
Thanks to Quan Chi, I no longer am.
The fire temple.
Vaeternus first attacked Earthrealm centuries ago?
Where else would your vampire myths come from?
The fire temple.
You won't get a foothold in Earthrealm.
Won't we, Kenshi?
The fire temple.
Tell me where to find Shang Tsung.
Why would I know where he is?
The fire temple.
I'll be the last person you see.
I'm blind, remember?
The fire temple.
Why should I fear a blind swordsman?
You're about to find out.
The fire temple.
When I kill you, I'll send your corpse to Liu Kang.
Go ahead. You'll just harden his resolve.
The fire temple.
I'm here to feed Earthrealmer.
Looks like tonight's Fright Night.
Hanging gardens.
There are more like you in Sindou?
You won't find us until it's too late.
Hanging gardens.
Your elders were short-sighted, Nitara.
That doesn't mean we don't deserve to survive.
Hanging gardens.
Vaeternians aren't welcome in Outworld.
Don't think that will stop us from coming.
Hanging gardens.
I've issued a warrant for your arrest.
It's not worth the paper it's printed on.
Hanging gardens.
It's not a crime to be hungry.
It is if you feed on people.
Hanging gardens.
Didn't you notice people going missing?
I didn't think they were being eaten.
Hanging gardens.
Since when is killing livestock murder?
Outworlders aren't beasts for slaughter.
Hanging gardens.
Surely Outworld's criminals wouldn't be missed.
Still, we won't let you take them.
The tea house.
Have Vaeternians always had wings?
Do Earthrealmers always ask such stupid questions?
The tea house.
If your realm is so hungry, why did it only send you?
Few of us can survive outside its borders.
The tea house.
Madame Bo taught me how to beat you.
Her lessons will fail you.
The tea house.
What did you do with Jen's body?
Poor Kung Lao. You'll never see her again.
The tea house.
You are not Earthrealm's champion.
Only because Raiden got lucky.
The tea house.
I'll bleed your confidence dry.
Impossible, Nitara. It is endless.
The tea house.
Earthrealm is finished, Kung Lao. My people will...
Johnny was right. You do monologue.
The tea house.
You'll be one of the first we breed.
Of course.
Cage Mansion.
Here to lose again?
To have my revenge, Sub-Zero.
Cage Mansion.
No race should be immortal.
And I thought it was your brother who lacked vision.
Cage Mansion.
You'd help us capture the Shirai Ryu.
Only if we agreed to terms.
Cage Mansion.
May I never set foot in Vaeternus.
If you did, you'd be eaten alive.
Cage Mansion.
The Arch-Elder wants to sample Lin Kuei blood.
She'll get none, Nitara.
Cage Mansion.
Do I make your blood run cold?
Not in the least bit, Nitara.
Cage Mansion.
Vaeternus' advance will not be stopped.
I will drive a stake through its heart.
Cage Mansion.
Turn a cold shoulder and I'll drain your warm blood.
Shao may have helped you, but I won't.
Temple of Kataravala.
You go near Christina, and I'll show you a new level of hurt.
Struck a vein, haven't I?
Temple of Kataravala.
Why are vampires always such foxes?
How better to lure you in?
Temple of Kataravala.
Ooh. Well, that looks no crime of fashion.
Kind words won't save your life, Earthrealmer.
Temple of Kataravala.
The wings, the fangs? Ha! Girl, you're gonna own award season.
I'm so glad I please you, Cage.
Temple of Kataravala.
Vampire stories never get old.
Nor do Vaeternians, Earthrealmer.
Temple of Kataravala.
Don't I scare you in the least?
I see weirder every weekend on Sunset.
Temple of Kataravala.
Ready to be bled dry?
My ex-wife's lawyer beat you to it.
Temple of Kataravala.
Were you always so starved for attention?
You know it. Oh, I was such a teenage drama queen.
Temple of Kataravala.
Earthrealm is doomed, Cage. Vaeternus
Can
will...
we just shit-can the monologuing and do this?
Temple of Kataravala.
Of course I fly. I have wings.
Are you sure you don't just fall with style?
Temple of Kataravala.
What could be more deadly than a Vaeternian?
Kung Lao after dinner at Madame Beau's. I mean, like, damn.
Wu Shi Academy.
You're like a nightmare come true.
For others, I'm a fantasy.
Wu Shi Academy.
Now this fight I could do without.
You are right to be afraid.
Wu Shi Academy.
Never thought I'd meet a Vaeternian.
Let alone that one would kill you.
Wu Shi Academy.
If you're looking to feed on Shang Tsung, he isn't here.
Actually, it's you I want to nibble on.
Wu Shi Academy.
If my race could acquire your shape-shifting skills...
All realms would be threatened.
Wu Shi Academy.
There's recognition in your eyes.
You remind me of Shang Tsung's foulest experiment.
Wu Shi Academy.
Vaeternus isn't the ghastly place you think.
Then how did it produce you?
Wu Shi Academy.
Vaeternians have never fed on reptiloids.
Should I be offended or relieved?
The Great Hall.
If you would only feed on lower species.
Humans are a lower species.
The Great Hall.
I will avenge the fallen.
You'll die like all the others, Scorpion.
The Great Hall.
You return home hungry, Nitara.
I won't leave until I feed.
The Great Hall.
That Bihan works alongside you.
I've had stranger bedfellows.
The Great Hall.
Had you ever known hunger, you wouldn't judge us.
I have, and I will.
The Great Hall.
We outnumber your clan 10 to 1.
Even so, we will still emerge victorious.
The Great Hall.
You condemn Vaeternus to extinction.
My realm won't die so that yours can live.
The Great Hall.
Are you as nourishing as you look?
Something you won't ever know.
Dark Cotton Colony.
To gain immortality, Vaeternus has debased itself.
Your disapproval means nothing, Liu Kang.
Dark Cotton Colony.
You must embrace hope and faith, Nitara.
Neither means anything to me.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Vaeternus' ways are unsustainable.
Only if we can't find more on whom to feed.
Dark Cotton Colony.
The Coven has led Vaeternus astray.
They're the only ones defending our interests.
Dark Cotton Colony.
It's not our fault that we starve.
Vaeternus has only itself to blame.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Aid us or we will feed on Earthrealm.
Neither will come to pass, Nitara.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Surely an arrangement can be made.
I know better than to accept your word.
Dark Cotton Colony.
You could help Vaeternus but choose not to.
I am not obliged to save it from its hubris.
The Flesh Pits.
Why come after me, Nitara?
Because young blood is the most nourishing.
The Flesh Pits.
Ashra is hunting for you.
She better hope she doesn't find me.
The Flesh Pits.
There's no way I'm going to be your dinner.
Of course not. You're the appetizer.
The Flesh Pits.
Just how long have you lived?
I was a girl when you Earthrealmers first mastered fire.
The Flesh Pits.
I should have killed you at Ying Fortress.
You couldn't then, and you won't today.
The Flesh Pits.
Why must your clan stand in my way?
Because every Earthrealm life is sacred.
The Flesh Pits.
As pigs are to humans, humans are to Vaeternians.
I can't think of a worse comparison.
The Flesh Pits.
The Coven offers you immortality.
Who wants to live forever?
Corrupted Forest.
Attack Feng Zhan and I'll...
Not be able to stop me.
Corrupted Forest.
Is Vaeternus as bleak as I'm told?
Don't be taken in by slander and lies.
Corrupted Forest.
We know you've been kidnapping Earthrealmers.
Have you figured out what for?
Corrupted Forest.
I still can't believe creatures like you exist.
Creatures? Or do you mean monsters?
Corrupted Forest.
Your people condemn mine to death.
Vaeternus' wounds are entirely self-inflicted.
Corrupted Forest.
Liu Kang could have let us have those Earthrealmers.
He won't subject his people to your realm's horrors.
Corrupted Forest.
Ready for combat, champion?
As always.
Corrupted Forest.
Without that lightning amulet, you're nothing.
A risky assumption, Nitara.
Ying Fortress.
Why did Quan Chi need you?
Because Vaeternus commands magic you can't imagine.
Ying Fortress.
If your species is immortal and it procreates...
You see now the crux of our problem.
Ying Fortress.
Perhaps I've misjudged your species.
Perhaps. There is no doubt.
Ying Fortress.
Why did Vaeternians evolve wings?
If you'd seen our lands, you'd understand.
Ying Fortress.
The Coven could use your skills.
It isn't worthy of them, Nitara.
Ying Fortress.
You failed me too, Hydromancer.
Your quarrel's with the General, not me.
Ying Fortress.
You Outworlders believe yourselves so superior.
Compared to Vaeternians, we are.
Ying Fortress.
Can you control blood as well as water?
That is an interesting question.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
I'll fight you until I have no fight left.
Too bad it won't be enough.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
I promise you a quick death.
I won't promise likewise, Reiko.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
We've turned back every Vaeternian incursion.
Conquest is no longer our objective.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Kazumira tested the General's limits.
Is that why he took her life?
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
I'd hoped we could share a private moment.
To feed on me, no doubt.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Our alliance is over?
By the General's command, Nitara.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Of course you realize this means war.
I cannot wait, Nitara.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Surely you need help to overthrow Melina.
This time, the General doesn't want yours.
The Pyramid.
I hope you've made peace with your god.
The blood spilled today won't be mine.
The Pyramid.
By aiding Shao, you've made Melina an enemy.
She doesn't scare me, Umgadi.
The Pyramid.
Umgadi are drilled in the Vaeternian martial arts.
Those lessons won't help today.
The Pyramid.
To get to the Empress, you have to go through me.
A task I'll enjoy.
The Pyramid.
You found me, Outworlder. Now what?
I intend to slay you, vampire.
The Pyramid.
I will battle you till death.
It's coming sooner than you think.
The Pyramid.
You have a Vaeternian's ferocity.
May it be the only thing we have in common.
The Pyramid.
Your blood will be most nourishing.
It won't ever pass your lips, Nitara.
The Gateway.
I won't weep if your race dies.
So much for a kinder, gentler Outworld.
The Gateway.
Just being in your presence soils me.
The feeling's mutual, Empress.
The Gateway.
That Shao connived with you is unforgivable.
Your prejudice isn't pretty, Empress.
The Gateway.
Return those whom you've taken.
They are Vaeternus' property.
The Gateway.
Don't you shun war, Empress?
With your kind, there's no alternative.
The Gateway.
If you would just let Vaeternus be...
I would rather watch it die.
The Gateway.
Your empire is a house of cards.
Then why has it survived for millennia?
The Gateway.
Your blood will ease our hunger.
Vaeternus won't feed on Outworld, Harpy.
The Hourglass.
Better to have Tarkat than to be Vaeternian.
Along with her throne, you've inherited your mother's bigotry.
The Hourglass.
My army's still strong enough to keep Vaeternus at bay.
Fear peeks through your bravado, Empress.
The Hourglass.
For aiding Shao's coup, I will flay you alive.
And people think Vaeternians are bloodthirsty.
The Hourglass.
You'll tell me what Vaeternus is plotting.
Ha! I won't divulge what we do in the shadows.
The Hourglass.
If no one aids us, Vaeternians will go extinct.
And the realms will be better for it.
The Hourglass.
Once you're dead, Outworld's government will fall.
You underestimate my sister, Nitara.
The Hourglass.
What will you do to get Katana back?
You have her, Nitara?
The Hourglass.
If I'm a monster, then you're one too.
Our circumstances are not the same.
Sundo.
Kazumira was your mother?
Also the finest Vaeternian admiral to ever serve.
Sundo.
Do you know the Battle of Chesna Fields?
I know you killed many Vaeternians that day.
Sundo.
If you despise me, why did you join me?
You were worth more to me alive than dead.
Sundo.
When I'm emperor, I'll make...
Even more empty promises?
Sundo.
Never again will I join forces with you, Shao.
Never again will I ask.
Sundo.
Your grand vision proved a mere delusion.
I haven't given up, Nitara.
Sundo.
The coup you botched leaves Outworld vulnerable.
Try anything and I will crush you.
Sundo.
You promised the Coven blood, General.
Only the chance of it, Vaeternian.
Treasure chamber.
Here to start another war between realms?
Why would I tell you my plans?
Treasure chamber.
Millennia ago, our realms were allies.
Until mine evolved beyond yours.
Treasure chamber.
If you move against my sister,
I already have, Princess.
Treasure chamber.
You conspired against my family.
Better yours should suffer than mine.
Treasure chamber.
In Inshar's name, I will...
You won't please your god today.
Treasure chamber.
Why presume Vaeternus is a hellish place?
It must be to have produced you.
Treasure chamber.
My orders from the Coven are clear.
Too bad your mission will fail.
Treasure chamber.
You wouldn't take immortality if given it?
Not if it meant living as you do.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Tell your Coven I need more assistance.
You've exhausted its patience, Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
I had higher hopes for our partnership.
Ha! To you, I'm an expendable asset.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
If I knew how blood makes your race immortal...
A secret I won't share with you.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
What I wouldn't give for the gift of flight.
Ooh, your shape-shifting spells, perhaps?
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
How did you not divine Damashi's true identity?
Because my Titan self was a master of deception.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Despite your skills, you proved a fraud.
Don't be so quick to judge, Nitara.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Joining forces with you was a waste of time.
Vaeternus must see this through to the end.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
The Arch-Elder still expects compensation.
Surely she knows blood can't be drawn from stone.